Hello and welcome to BQ Prime. A very good afternoon to all the viewers. I am Hiral Dadia. An interesting day of trade with Nifty and Sensex scaling new highs. You have Nifty which has crossed the 19,000 mark for the first time ever, and you have Sensex which has crossed the 64,000 mark. But a clear milestone coming in for Nifty 50. What this means from here on for the markets. To understand more on that, joining us on the show is Rajesh Palviya from Axis Securities. Rajesh, an interesting day of trade for the markets today. Yesterday, we heard about the HDFC Twins merger, the dates being assigned. And today, we have Nifty, which has crossed the key milestone of 19,000.
Yeah, so good afternoon, Hiral. So it's a back-to-back. We are getting, all positive news, which is supporting this market rally. We have seen monsoon started, and then HDFC Bank merger, then expiry shifted to one day prior to this June's first June series. So most of the things have played the role to, Nifty and Sensex to take again back to the all-time high level. So it's a time of celebration for market as market breadth has improved quite well, and the underperforming sectors also started performing. So this clearly shows that this rally is not going to halt at this level, and possibly we can extend this rally towards 19,200, 19,300 in the continuation of the uptrend which we are witnessing for the market since last couple of months. So we are bullish at this moment also, and one should remain invested. And if you get any kind of opportunity to buy in minor dips, should be used as a buying opportunity. And now 18,800 is likely to act as a good support area for any kind of minor corrective action. So most of the sectors which were laggard now started performing. Most of the large cap stocks from old economy also started performing. So there is still room to continue further more upside from the current level. The kind of rollover activity which we are seeing till now is clearly indicating that July series first half at least we can see a bullish momentum to continue further higher.
Right. So, do you think but 19,000 could act as a hurdle overall, Rajesh?
So as of now, till yesterday, yes, call writers were aggressive at the 19,000 strike. But in today's session, we have seen, most of the call writers have started shifting their position. So now call writers have shifted their position around 19,200, 19,500. And for today's, for this June series, most of the call writers have covered their position for all this strike of 18,900, 800, and 19,000 also, as there is no room for call writing activity for this series. So as of now, we don't feel that 19,000 will act as a barrier at this moment because call writers are on back foot. Rather, if we compare, put writers are more aggressive at this moment because base is shifting higher, and clearly the kind of sentiment which we are seeing in the market across the board, it clearly indicates that bullish sentiment is likely to be there. So put writers are aggressive compared to call writing activity.
Right. Now, with that said and done, the clear thing that we were seeing was how soon could Bank Nifty start participating. And we were seeing consolidation of the last couple of weeks, but clearly there has been a breakout, and now we are seeing closure above those 44,000 levels once again. How are you looking at Bank Nifty, Rajesh? And clearly, do you see this sustaining from here on?
So especially since last trading session, we have seen Bank Nifty is now taking the lead, and we have seen the kind of short covering in the previous session, and today again it's a clearly long built up for this June series for Bank Nifty. It clearly indicates that yes, if he continues to hold over 44,000 level, then possibly Bank Nifty can take further more upward momentum from the current level also, and 44,800 to 45,000 could be the possible target for Bank Nifty. If we go with the constituents of Bank Nifty, most of the large cap banking stocks have done well in especially in last two trading sessions. And most of the stocks like SBI, ICICI Bank, IndusInd Bank, Kotak Bank, HDFC Bank, these all banks have done well. And the kind of short covering we have witnessed in last in today's session as well as in the previous session is clearly indicating that banking and financial is the space where we can see a leadership, and this sector can continue further higher to support the indices.
Right. So the short covering rally that we've seen in the last two trading sessions, coupled with the long build up that we are seeing for the July series, that put together is something which will help us take to new highs as well. And 44,000 is the next target if we sustain above those 44,000 levels, as Rajesh is mentioning. Overall, with this, clearly HDFC Bank is another stock to focus on. You already mentioned about it, but what should the strategy be? Because clearly all eyes are on HDFC on the fundamental basis. You have the merger dates, everything that has been announced already. How are you looking at it? What are markets indicating?
So clearly, if we compare the series to series, yes, there is an addition in the open interest for the July series. And looking at the data setup, we believe that HDFC Bank, if it continues to hold above 1640 level, then possibly next target for HDFC Bank is towards 1730 to 1740, which is immediate target which we are projecting on a short-term trading perspective. But if we analyze the overall long-term setup, we expect that 1740 could act as a minor hurdle, but once we crosses those levels, then this stock can continue its upward momentum towards 1850 to 1900 also on a positional basis. So overall setup for HDFC Bank is looking positive. Buy on dip should be your strategy. So overall, the kind of rollover activity, the kind of long winter we are seeing on the July series for, it clearly indicates that this stock can continue furthermore upside momentum in the coming trading session also.
Right. So that's with regards to overall in terms of HDFC Bank. Moving on, let's look at few of the other names as well, which are seeing some good momentum in today's session. How are you looking at the Adani companies, Adani Enterprises, Adani Ports, both these counters? A 4 to 5% kind of an up move coming in there. In fact, there were block deals as well on a couple of them.
The overall Adani Group stocks are volatile in nature. Since last couple of months, we are seeing a huge volatility especially in Adani Group stocks. Some recovery is taking place in today's session, but still we expect some bit of consolidation is going to remain in the stock prices, as Adani Port is still not able to cross its major supply zone of 770, 780, which is immediate hurdle for the stock on the higher side. If at all stock crosses those level on a weekly closing basis, then only we can see some short covering action in Adani Port, and then further we can expect target of 800, 820 on the higher side. But on the lower side, 730 is likely to act as a good support area for near-term trading perspective. If we talk about Adani Enterprise, again, stock is facing a supply zone at around 2550, 2570 zone, which is a major supply zone on the weekly chart almost since last 4 5 weeks. Stock is struggling to cross those levels. And again, we are seeing that supply pressure is there for the stock. So for Adani Enterprise also, we are expecting some range bound consolidation in range of 2550 to 2250. This could be the possible range for some couple of days, couple of weeks for Adani Enterprise. Either side breakout or breakdown will decide the major direction for Adani Enterprise.
Right. Apart from that, if you see in terms of the large caps, how are you seeing a RIL in trade? Because again, support from there is absolutely something that everyone watches out for. What's your view on a RIL?
So it's very interesting, really, in the market without taking the support of old economy stocks. The market is enjoying its all-time high trajectory. We expect, some catch-up really will also we can see in the market, and that can play further role in the for the Nifty to take further higher. So Reliance is very well holding this 2500 level. So if it continues to hold above 2500 level, then possibly some upward momentum we can see towards 2620, which is the major supply zone on the near-term, short-term setup. So one can remain long with stop loss of 2500 on the Reliance.
That's with regards to Reliance. There's pressure coming in terms of HDFC Life. What is the data indicating with regards to HDFC Life, Rajesh?
So very strong momentum we have witnessed in HDFC Life. Some profit taking is taking place from its today's high, but still, if you analyze the overall setup, Stock is trading about to its previous swing high breakout of January 2023. So looking at the setup, we expect that if the stocks continues to hold above 630 mark, then possibly next target for HDFC Life towards 700 to 720 in the short term.
Right. Max Financial Services, that's another one which is seeing some bit of a bullish run as well. What should the strategy be?
So very strong momentum in MFSL, and looking at the setup on the weekly chart, we expect that this stock is forming a rounding bottom formation, and that formation is clearly suggesting that this target can extend towards 840, 860 zone. So those who are already bought can hold the position with stop loss of 760. Upside target is 840, 860.
Right. Rajesh, let's look at a Z Entertainment and a Hero Motor. Both these counters are seeing a short build up in today's session. What's the strategy that should continue from here on?
See, Z is still in the bearish trend. So sell off price is the strategy until the stock not crosses about 210 level. Whatever pullbacks you are getting, you can go short in Z. Hero Motor is also, facing some supply pressure at 2860 zone. So till the stock not crosses about 2860, 2880, one can avoid this stock at this juncture, because whole market sentiment is on the bullish side. So I would say don't short Hero Motor, avoid at this juncture. But Z, one can initiate short if any pullback comes towards 185, 190 zone.
Right. So that's with regards to the other two names that we've discussed. Rajesh, any other stocks that come to your radar which should be good investment opportunities?
So we expect L&T to continue further upward momentum from the current level. So L&T is a stock where we are focusing, and we are projecting target of 2650, 2700 on a positional basis. Keep your stop losses at around 2360. Another stock or another sector which we like at this moment for short-term perspective, that is pharma space and healthcare space. And from that space, we like Arvindo Pharma. The kind of breakout we are seeing on the weekly as well as on the monthly chart, it clearly indicates that this stock is now heading towards 800, 820. So Arvindo Pharma is also buy with stop loss of 700. And the third stock which we like from that is Jubilant Food. Stock was underperforming, but since last couple of trading session, we have seen recovery is taking place, and the kind of rollover activity we have seen till noon, it clearly indicates that for July series, Jubilant Pharma could be one stock where we can expect a target of 525, 540 on the high side. So Jubilant Food is also a buy with stop loss of 480.
Right. So that's a Jubilant Pharma that we're looking at as well. Thank you, Rajesh, so much for joining us on the show and sharing those views. But clearly, good momentum in terms of where markets are concerned. Though we've closed below the 19,000 mark, and from a technical perspective, now that's going to be a hurdle. And whether we are able to maintain those 19,000 levels on closing basis or not is something we need to check. But 19,011 is the high of the day that we've seen. In terms of Bank Nifty as well, we've just missed the 44,400 mark by 10 points. 44,390 is the closing level in terms of Bank Nifty. And in terms of stocks, you had the stocks like Adani Enterprises, Sports, JSW Steel, Bajaj Auto, and Sun Pharma that were the biggest contributors, whereas HDFC Life, Techem, M&M, Apollo Hospital, and a Hero Moto, these were few of the top losers as well. But clearly, a good day of trade, 2 days of good news, and being a truncated week, a good expiry is what we've seen. That's all that we have on this session. Thanks for watching, and lots more lined up on the other side. Please stay tuned.